kind of a jam, isn't it?
Yeah, that was nice. That was jamming to that. I was
That
like,
was
oh.
groovy. I was just thinking, I have a little iPad set up to the side of my monitor. I was like, could I secretly be playing Fortnite and you're secretly playing Borderlands?
Dude,
Like,
don't
we're
tell
both
me
like,
that.
on the
I was
stream.
like,
And
I wonder if I could play because I'm on the
Ah!
laptop, but I have the desktop, and I'm like, I wonder if I could play and not have you notice. But then I'm
yeah,
like,
bro, I love how we had the same thought, bro. What up, JC the Comic Geek? How's it going, man? What's
Corey, buddy, how's it going, man? Did you know Corey? What Corey is an actual? He actually inks
tattoo artist, right? Is he a tattoo artist? Is he the tattoo artist
for comics?
Inkers. Okay,
Yeah.
when I heard he did ink, I just assumed it was like ink on the skin, but that's dope.
Yeah, he's inked for Spawn, bro.
That's rad.
That is
Heroic Hideaway, what up, man? Our friend Richard, what's up, Jake and David?
What's up, Richard?
Yo, any good X-Men books out recently?
Yes.
Is that a Blue and Gold, right? That's the one that that's the one that everyone's been FOMOing,
Blue
right?
and Gold, Dawn of X, if you're into the Krakoa era, you know. Listen, that collection is going to be massive if they ever actually take it out at all as like
just 12 Omnis. Who doesn't have the shelf space for 12?
Bro. But I think the Krakoa era has been one of the most like maybe not consistent, but like you know, it was. I mean, now they're not in it, or you know, that whole event that happened, but like it was okay, like their whole. I think it moved them forward to them, you know, being into like space and having that station or that base in Mars and stuff like that. Like it catapulted the X-Men into a different. You know, oh, we're mutants, we're gonna die. No, like they have their country, they can revive themselves. The whole aspect of reviving themselves to me was just like interesting. Okay, all right.
I don't know a ton about X-Men, but I know that Hickman had like such a long vision for like what he wanted to do, and I know that like Marvel got in the way of it. So like we literally only got like the first part of his 3-part storyline, and I'm like, bro, maybe you need to rein your story in if it's like if 12 Omnis is part 1 of your story.
Yeah, bro, he's playing the long game, bro.
Now he's doing the opposite. He's like, he learned his lesson. He's like, Ultimate Spider-Man, 20 issues. That's it. I'm done. You know? Because I think the Ultimate Spider-Man stuff is ending like before 30 issues, which is crazy to me.
Yeah. So we're gonna see. You know, Marvel loves. I think the Ultimate Universe, the recent one, has been getting them a lot of sales. So I don't know if they're gonna really like. Sure, we'll stop your story, but we'll continue it somehow. I mean,
yeah. It's weird. Like I read the first Spider-Man one, the first trade, and it was awesome, but it just, I mean, that's not weird. I'm a DC fan, but I just feel like the Absolute Universe has a stranglehold on everybody right now. And I feel like that's what Marvel thought the Ultimate Universe was going to be. And I don't think it's as popular as the Absolute Universe, you know?
Yeah, it started strong with the Spider-Man. I think it really definitely, you know, they picked a great character to start off. And it is still interesting. I think it's very much like, oh, you know, this whole aspect of all the heroes were well, if you haven't read it, I don't want to spoil it, but like, you know,
do it. I don't care.
Oh, well, I'm talking about but like the Maker kind of like cutting heroes off at the knee so they didn't exist. So then, you know, having them kind of be heroes later on when they're older. It's an interesting concept. I want to see how they're gonna finish it off, like for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah,
they'll probably keep it going in some way with a different creative team. But we got our friend Foxhound, Bat Cato. I'm gonna start a podcast with Bat Cato this week.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, we're calling it like The Brave and the Backlog. We're basically instead of me reviewing new books, we use the podcast to force me to read my backlog, and then we'll do like an in-depth podcast review on a book that I've been meaning to read and haven't read yet.
Yeah.
So because I feel like I just need to, if I'm not reading for content, I'm not reading. So like I need to make everything content, you know?
For fun, you read for fun?
I try to, man, but it's just like, I'm a YouTuber at heart, you know? I'm always like, how can I turn it? If I ever tell myself I'm reading for fun, it turns into content anyways, you know?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Shouts out to Bad Wolf. I like the Halloween version.
Yeah, Corey's Inking Slick said may or may or may or not have gotten approval for some inks on an upcoming Spawn cover. That's cool, man.
That's awesome, man. Congratulations.
Dream. Yeah, bro. Congratulations on that.
Richard Fearing, man, it was tough on in-stock trades today. It was running slow because people were on the site when 2X books dropped. I mean, when is that site not running slow, though? You know, I'm just kidding.
Jake throwing shade, bro.
Dude, shade. JP messaged me yesterday and goes, look whose site is down. And it was it was one of our competitors' links. And I click on it and their website was down. And I go, that doesn't happen to our website. But on the positive, PBC shipping times have been on point lately, I have to say.
That's good. That's good. Hey, listen, guys, we got, I don't know if you saw our Instagram, but we got 10 pallets yesterday of like all of the DC stuff. So today, like we shipped out 6 pallets worth of stuff. So that's great. We're trying to get all of these books out. So, you know, if you've been ordering, we're shipping them out. We got a ton of books. So I'm excited for the people to get their books, man.
Don't believe that Ultimate is actually ending. Just Hickman's fun.
I agree with that.
If it's selling, they're not. You know. What
I mean? They're making money. They're not gonna stop that faucet. They gotta keep it going. Gotta milk it.
That sale is great, but I have so many of the books already. I mean, that's not a bad problem to have, right? Like,
no.
If you have too many of the books, you know, that's a good thing.
I would rather have overage on books to read than be like, oh, I have nothing to read because I read everything, so I have to wait for new books. No, listen.
Story of my life, man. Whenever someone I've had people go wow, well, how many you have a cool library? Well, how many have you actually read? And I was like, dude, why would I want a library of just books I've read? I want a library. I want worlds to discover. You know.
That's right. Always, you know, like always be exploring comics. Because
books and bodies.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about.
In the confines of a marriage. You know?
That's true. That's true. If your significant others lets you go to a strip club, why not?
Yeah.
Do it. You know, it's like going to a car show. You get to look. You're not touching. You're just looking. Hey, enjoy
a car show is what that guy caught on video, right? I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah.
Excited for Super Sons Omni to ship from PBC. Luckily, that's the only version you'll have to buy. Versus me, I bought a version and then they made a better version, so I bought that one, and then they made a third version of it. One of my coolest moments with the creator is when I interviewed the creator before the camera started. So maybe I shouldn't tell this story, but Tomasi was playing with his guitar, right? And I go like, hey, I just want to say, like, I loved what you did with the Super Sons. You're the only creator I bought the same omnibus 3 times for. And he's like, doesn't even look from his guitar. He's like, yeah, Super Sons were pretty great till DC went ahead and fucked all that up. And I'm like, damn.
Yeah, because the storyline was great with them being actual kids together, growing up, you know. Then of course they aged up John. And then Damien was like, oh, like, yeah. I don't know. You know, what would you think if they aged up Damien? I know we've seen the story of him being Batman later on in another universe.
I'm happy with them aging up characters. I actually think that's really cool, but I don't like the jump. You know what I mean? Like, I would have liked if, like, every year the characters got a little bit older, you know what I mean? Okay. But it's the fact that I feel like we were robbed of seeing John grow up, you know? I would love to see, I feel like Damien growing up has such an interesting story of, does he take the mantle of the League of Shadows, or does he take the mantle of Batman? Or does he forge his own mantle? Because I feel like none of the other Robins want to be Batman when they're older. Damien's the one who calls it his birthright, but Damien has multiple birthrights to choose.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. He definitely has more of that, like you said, kind of like the angel on his shoulder, and then he also has the devil. Like most of the Robins are just like Batman's always been a good influence.
Maybe Damien has a devil on this shoulder, a devil on this shoulder, and then Alfred in a corner going like, "Be good." You know what I mean? Sadly, JP is doing work tonight because we have so many pallets coming in. We will be on next week. Next week will be our big episode before me and Jordan go to New York for Comic-Con. We have it's the release of the announcement that we've talked about and teased for weeks. So next week will be a big one. But hey,
New York,
right? But tonight's still a good one. We'll still do giveaways. In fact, I always like to joke we can do more giveaways when JP's not here.
Hey, that's true. Are you scared? You know, isn't New York like a war zone and one of like the worst places to be right now? So that's what I've heard. I don't know.
I don't know, man. I feel like I'm gonna be in the bubble of Comic-Con. I don't even think I'm gonna see the city. You know what I mean?
Listen, we have a story about that. Remember when we were at Heroes Con?
Dude, yeah, it can't be any more war torn than where Bunk stayed.
Yeah. Listen, yes, and then of course, so just kind of a short tangent on that, guys. So I stayed in the hotel with is Bunk here? I don't even think he's here.
Well, I mean, you might see Bunk today.
Yeah, so he was he luckily was able to fit me into his hotel room, and so I stayed with him for Heroes Con, and then Jake, of course, on the last day jumped on too because he's like, I don't want to be by myself, and we said, cool, let's go. But the hotel where we were at was in front of a strip, literally shared a parking lot with a strip club, and we got coupons to go see the strip club, which we of course.
And mind you, the neon sign that said strip club did not have all the letters filled in.
No,
and it was next to this cement alleyway thing that I swear to God is where Batman's parents got shot, bro.
I think
next to Crime
outline.
Alley,
we saw the outline and the roads, that he drives them by every year and drops off. And so, like, we were trying to walk down there to get to a coffee shop, and there was
and every direction we turned was more debauchery and sin and scary monsters and stuff that we just went back to the hotel.
And I kid you not, guys, we were down there and a homeless person screamed out my name. I don't know how they knew my name.
Yeah,
said, David, and we were like, "Nah, listen, let's go back to the hotel.
We're done
because we're not doing that."
So let's hit a couple of these questions. I don't know if anyone watched, but we dropped a new video yesterday, which was the new version of the previous weekly live show that we used to do. We're doing it monthly now for the catalog, and we got really into the nitty gritty. So here, say this is our warehouse at Panelbound Comics, right? And then this right here is the distributor warehouse, right? When what we do is we only order what people order. So most books are on back order because we have limited space in the warehouse. If something's on back order, all the copies are at the distributor. So when you place your order, it comes from the distributor to us, and then we ship it out. Now, when it's a new book, a new release, say we get 100 pre-orders, we might order 150, right? A little bit extra. But a lot of those go because some come damaged. Sometimes we get shorted. So most things will always be on back order. Now, that's completely cool. What's nice is other competitors, that's how they do it too. They just don't tell you what's on back order or what's not. You place your order and you're like, why hasn't it moved for a few weeks? We let you know. If it's a Image or DC book, it usually only takes a week for us to get it. Boom, Dark Horse, IDW takes about 2 weeks. We get these giant pallets in and we process them. I mean, you process them. I shouldn't take work for your hard work, and then we ship it out. So it's just a way, because if we had to order 50 of every single book, what happens if they don't sell? Or we also won't have room to move around in the warehouse, So to protect us, most things are on back order. Now, if there's ever a worry, if stock gets too low, we move it to sold out. Now, if you've already placed your order and something says sold out, that means yours should be good. We're just not taking new orders, Right. And once the stock refreshes, we'll move it back to back ordered. We just want to make sure that it's better to say there's 30 books left at the distributor, right? And we have 20 ordered. We might move it to sold out, right? Just to make sure that we don't overpromise, So I would say order your Danny Ketch. It should arrive in the warehouse in about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Now that being said, things can happen. There might be 30 books left. We take 25 pre-orders. We order all 30, and 7 came damaged or something. You know what I mean? or we got shorted a little bit. So, but we'll let you know. We'll give you a full refund. But 9 times out of 10, you're always safe to back order everything, and you're safe. We'll always communicate with you.
Yeah.
Yes, we got let me see. JP told me today on that Tomb Raider. It was on the comments of this one. We were told sometime in October. So that's our update on that one. We got the best price. Make sure to use your discount codes. People are on it for the shipping. Past few books I've ordered, tracking will tell me X date, then I'll get them a week early.
We try to send them out. Luckily, we're pretty good friends with our FedEx and UPS guys, so we'll be like, hey, they're pretty on it, so that's good. But we can't control how once it leaves us, it's kind of like, out of our hands on how it's. We try to package it as best as possible, guys, and that just kind of a run on tangent to that, but like if you get it damaged, I will usually do quality control to make sure all the books. I'm telling you, I look at these books and I'm like a little bit on the edge, damaged. Sorry. So if you get it damaged, shoot us a text. We'll definitely make good for you if we have it. But we do not send out ship. We don't send out damaged books.
Yeah. Wait a second. Where's the stash? It was a birthday anniversary gift to my wife. But I was looking at pictures today and I was like, damn, I kind of miss it. I think the stash is coming back, bro. Or maybe the full beard. Do you think I'd look better with the full beard or the stash?
I like the stash. The stash is very defining on you. I think it definitely added to your persona.
It was a vibe.
Good. But you know what? I kind of now want to see you with a full beard, like the whole gamut of it. I think you would do it. I think you would look good.
I had a full beard for a long time. I got 2 orders coming from PBC soon. Absolute Promethea. Yes. I'm so happy that they reprinted that because I paid a fortune for those books. And Triangle Era Omni Volume 2. That's another one like
that one's coming out,
where there's a lot of them. Here's the real reason. Jake shaved so he won't be wanted by ICE anymore.
Listen. I'm telling you this as a Hispanic now, and we work at a warehouse, obviously. So like we all make sure we always have our wallets with our IDs, just in case for any sort of reason. I always have to have it ready to go. Be like, illegal? I got it. See ya.
My wife thinks it's so bad and so funny, but she used to get stopped at airport security every single time. And then when she got married and changed her last name to my last name, and she looks very white passing, and her now she gets waved on through security every single time. That's awesome, man. Absolute Promethea is one of, if not the best looking absolute ever. Like J.H. Williams' art was incredible. I'm already trying to figure out if I can stay around the convention center this upcoming year. Nice. Shouts out to Alexander. Good to see you again, friend. Shouts out to a Fifth of Jack. Sure, always an instigator. That's a fitting name for an inquisitive question. So there was a time, and maybe you can speak more to this. Someone was working. I think they were a family member, and they didn't read English, right? And they missed some of the packaging preferences. The other thing is like bubbles and inserts are the ones that are not peanuts, right? So I've seen it before where like they're short on inserts, right? So they'll bubble wrap the book. That way you're not getting peanuts. And then people are still upset that they said, I wanted inserts. But at the end of the day, we either if we're low on inserts and we have bubble wrap, we're choosing to give you a shipping besides peanuts, because usually if you're selecting a shipping preference, it's because you don't want the peanuts. And we're waiting for like inserts to restock or bubble wrap to restock. So it is shipping preference is what it's called. We always do our best to abide by the shipping preference. If you chose something, and then here's the biggest thing. How many people have chosen their shipping preference, got their shipping preference, and then went on to Reddit and said, PBC gave me my correct shipping preference. You're only going to see the cases where someone had a negative experience. Now, if they reach out to us, and usually they do, we do everything in our power to take care of them. But how many times, and if you even go on Reddit and were to say, I had a positive experience with PBC, they're going to say, okay, shills, or like they'll attack them.
You're sponsored. Yeah.
That's a very hostile group against, and I don't get why there's so much tribalism. We're a small industry with 3 competitors: In Stock Trades, PBC, and Cheap Graphic Novels. Competition in the marketplace is good. There is no other website where you can choose a shipping preference, right? And I've gotten books from Cheap Graphic Novels that were just in a little plastic bag, So, but I feel like no one says their positive experiences on Reddit, because when I've seen positive posts on there, they jump on them and attack them, call them shills, or say you're sponsored, or say whatever. So at the end of the day, a lot of people are starting to respond in the comments and saying, I've had no problems with PBC. But usually it's the negative ones that get the attention and the clicks and the upvotes and that sort of thing. So we have had over 100,000 orders. Most of them have been positive. And if we shipped you a damaged book, we have to pay to get the book back, ship you the new one. That means we're not making any profit on the sale. So it behooves us to ship the books as carefully as possible,
Yeah, and just speaking on the shipping side, we definitely will pay attention to what you picked. But for example, if we get an absolute that's asking for inserts, so the inserts are made almost exclusively for Omni-sized books, right? So if you get in an absolute, it's not going to fit in there. So we're going to be
that's a good point, because they're pre-made to fit the Omnis.
Yes. So obviously we've talked about it, and it's like the best thing we can do is I prefer the bubbles just because it's an added layer. And so my preference in bubble, and here's this is for me as packing. Safe wise, I think bubbles are probably the best way to ship it. Inserts are real close because I like the fact that the inserts are very size specific for Omnis. So if I can't get an insert for an Omni, then I'm going to put it into bubbles because that's the next safest way. Peanuts are fine as well. The only thing with peanuts I feel is and obviously it depends on each person, so we try to make sure that everybody knows. But for when I do peanuts, I like to push them down so that they're more compact. So there's more bubbles in there protecting your books between the let's say the book and then the edge of the box. So I try to push as much bubbles in there so it creates a much more compact edge of peanut. So we keep that in mind. And absolutes aren't going to fit in inserts, so we have to make sure, okay, the next best thing is bubbles, and then as many bubbles as you can between the walls. The compact books, the little ones,
the compact classics.
Yeah, the compact classics. There's no need for an insert on those either because of the fact that it's wasted space. So you're gonna have to put something in there in between. So I might as well just wrap it in bubbles, put cardboard between it to hold it. But going back to what you said, you're only hearing the small amount of the small voices of the people who are getting it damaged.
The very loud vocal minority.
And to go back on that, we will ship you out if you got it damaged, we will ship you out if we have it a brand new copy. And I'm gonna, when I did emails, I don't know if you want to, if you did it recently, but I would be like, you know what, if the damage is not too bad or whatever, I have done and be like, you know what, just keep the book. I'll send you out another. Use the
many times I've done that. Yeah. So what we do usually, and this is maybe a little peek behind the curtain. I don't do customer support emails anymore. That's JP. It was hard because, say for whatever reason, there was a situation where someone was abusing the system and we had to tell that person no, for whatever reason, right? Doing that as someone who also has a public persona as a YouTuber wasn't the right fit. I never wanted to be the bad guy. It was also hard because sometimes I would have to ask JP for questions like, hey, why did this not ship out or whatever? It's just easier having someone who's boots on the ground doing customer support emails and letting me focus on marketing, right? But when I did do it, and usually what JP does is if a book has damage of any kind, we're not going to sit there and say that doesn't look that damaged. We tell you, if you're okay keeping the book, we'll refund you like $15 or whatever of your order. And because it's actually cheaper for us to give you $15 back on you see my cat just go flying in the background.
Yeah, I saw
a little Batman cat. Than it is for us to pay to ship out the new one. It's also cheaper for us to just ship out the new one than have to also pay to ship the old one back. So most of the time we let you keep both, and we just say donate it to a library or to a friend or anything like that.
Friend. Yeah. I've done that many times, and we're luckily, that's a good thing. I think we're very conscious of that fact, and JP's also very like customer oriented in that, like, yeah, let them keep the other book. Like you said, it makes more sense that way. We don't have to worry about a return. Let's keep the book. We'll send you out another one. You get 2 books. All you have to do is just contact us, and luckily it's such a small team that we're very communicative with each other. Like, hey, this person got this book, damaged. Can you make sure you do extra packaging? So I've like in the extra packaging, insert in a box, and then I'll put that box in another bigger box. So then like, okay, so there's now quadruple walls protecting it.
Yeah. And I will say that when a lot of this happened, when a lot of the controversy or whatever, Peanut Gate, whatever you want to call it, it was a lot of different things that compounded together. So it was JP having a baby and being super hands-off on his business for a period of time was the same time as him hiring me and giving me no training whatsoever because he was focusing on his new baby. It was the height of the November orders. And what was hard was that a lot of people, so when there's a big sale on PBC or cheap graphic novels, it's not us doing the sale. Our margins are too small to ever do a sale. What happens is the distributor gives us a bigger discount that we can then pass on to you guys for a sale, but they do it on books at their warehouse. So the things that are on sale, which is usually when we get an influx of orders, are almost always back ordered books because they're giving you a discount because they have too many at their warehouse, right?
Right.
So, and because of the influx of orders, you can speak more to this. Didn't he hire people that were newer and maybe weren't trained in how to use the peanuts properly? So maybe they weren't doing enough or whatever. And because JP was focused on his other things, we didn't communicate with people clear enough. I think we waited too long to say our side of the story.
Yeah.
So I think it was a bunch of different things, but the thing that's, I guess, challenging is that we get some amazing emails from people saying like, we're so proud, we're so happy, we're so grateful for how my thing was packaged, yet they're never going to post that online. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's, you're really only seeing one side of the story. And I mean, look at it. We were at like 90,000 orders when JP did that giveaway for the Batman duffel bag when we hit 100,000, and we hit it like a week later. We got 10,000 orders in like a month or whatever. So clearly a lot of people are happy with us.
Yeah. So I mean, what else can we say? We're gonna do what we're gonna do, and we thank you guys for look, people commenting about it or even asking us about it keeps the conversation going, and I like people say they appreciate us being communicative about it and being transparent, which is what we do. Like we're here now weekly, which is good. I'm hoping people like it, and we can answer any questions they have. I see one from Nick. Jake, you want to highlight the one about the whatnots?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah,
because we asked all the time because he'll hold on. What time was it at?
8:15. Nick Lindsay.
Oh, so 6:15 for me.
Oh, 6:15. Yeah, 6:15 for you. I'm in Texas. Yeehaw.
Here we go. Okay. Yeah. We ask JP all the time because that means me and probably this time Jordan are going to get flown out to Texas, and we're going to hang out and burn noodles together.
So
not code that. Yeah.
So that's what we're going to be doing. So we're not going to be doing as many whatnots as often as we used to do. There's 2 main reasons for that. One is in the new warehouse, since it's so remote. Obviously to save costs, he moved into a warehouse that was bigger, and then it's so far away, and literally, guys, it's from I used to go to the warehouse that was right by the Cowboy Stadium. It was like 15 minutes from here. Now it's almost an hour away, and I drive that for you guys for the books. But it's out in, it has no Wi-Fi, so
no
I
AC.
can't, yeah, and I can't go to record the whatnots there anymore. So now we're going to be doing it probably like maybe once or twice a year. But now, if you were here for the last one, we were there 4 hours for the whatnot. Jake was there. So we're going to be doing, like, when it's a whatnot event, I'm going to call it an event. Then we'll have, we'll be doing it for hours, and we're going to have a ton of books.
That makes it more special, I think, honestly, right? Because when it was when it was like the monthly or multiple times a month or whatever, all that's going to be is Marvel books, because the Marvel books usually come, or the Penguin books come a little more damaged because they're how they ship it to us. And everyone's always like, why wasn't there more DC? Why wasn't there more DC? But if it's like once or twice a year, we're going to have so much stuff for you. And it's more of like a party. And right now, all we're waiting on is around the Q4. So between here to December, one weekend, Whatnot will give us like a discount of what they charge from us, right? So they'll give us like a if you stream for X amount of time, we don't take money from you. When that hits, JP's like, okay, now it's worth flying Jake out to Texas. Even though people don't like to see me dance, I thought my dancing was okay.
That's okay, Jake. I like having you here, and and like I said, you make a great point. We have right now, and I'm telling you right now, most of the books that you guys are trying to get, we have a ton of damage that came in, so we're just kind of stockpiling that, and then we're gonna have a real, obviously for the whatnot, we'll have a ton of like amazing books that recent books that we've gotten that are damaged. So we're gonna have that available. But like I said, it builds up. I think it builds up the hype for it. So when we do finally do it, man, it'll be a lot of fun.
So this is a good question. Would it be easier if we made it peanuts as one option and bubbles or inserts as the other option? Because then when people choose inserts on a book that's too big to get inserts, is it just easier to lump them in? Because maybe they don't know that the inserts aren't big enough for other things. So that's a thing we can talk about internally.
So that's a good idea. Yeah, as long as you don't like we said, anything but peanuts. It's like, okay, so then anything else is fine as long as it's gets there safe. And that might be an option. I know we have right now obviously inserts, bubbles, and peanuts. Or classic. I think you have classic on there still, right?
Yeah. Backato's right. They're just a little messy. Are the Ghost Machine Deluxes bigger than the Transformer one? Yes. The Transformer one is the same size. Here, I can show you guys right now. So I have G.I. Joe, which is the same trim size as Transformer. This is Ghost Machine. Ghost Machine is basically absolute size, but
library size. Yeah, I would say library. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're tremendous values. Ghost Machine, they're probably one of the coolest publishers coming out right now. Let's try to catch up. Oh my God, we got a little behind. Seeing David dance is worth seeing Jake dance. Let's see.
Paul Chio,
nothing is worth seeing Jake dance.
Oh, bro. Paul Chio's here. I'm catching up on all of the. Rafael, claro que hablo español. ¿Cómo no voy a hablar español? Soy de Guatemala. Puro chapín. What does that sound like to you, Jake, when I talk in Spanish?
The only words I know are like the words my ex used to call me when she was mad at me. So like cochino and sucio.
Oh, big. I, papi. Ooh, sí, I like that.
So, okay, these are a couple of good questions. So we could do that. I can easily adjust in parentheses omnibus or omnibus size, It might just be easier to combine inserts and bubbles as one. The problem is no matter what we do, people will find some way to be unhappy about no matter what we do. So we are trying to be flexible. And we would like people to understand that like this is a very small margin business. we do the best we can to make everybody happy because we actually care. Like, we're readers ourselves, you know?
Yeah.
So, let's see. This is a fun question. How to tell if a book is out of print, short on stock? Once you sell out of it, will you get it back? In example. Okay, this is kind of random. The book market and the direct market are very different, right? So they have different stocks that they worry about. But something I used to do before I was affiliated with the PBC, if I was trying to figure out what was getting close to being out of stock, I would go to Amazon and I would see how many I could add to my cart. You know what I mean? Like if Amazon only lets you add 100 to your cart, that might mean there's only 100 left. But if they let you add 1,000, then you're probably pretty safe. If they let you add 3 to your cart, then you probably want to order pretty quickly, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we wouldn't, there's no way for us to tell you guys what's getting low. And if we did that, it would seem like we were FOMOing because we never know when they'll reprint something or not, you know?
Right.
So, and then let's do here. We'll let you guys comment for the first gift card giveaway. Since my cat's in the background, let me pull up the gift card giveaway. Oh, hi. StreamYard, because I think we're going to have as much time today because David wants to play Borderlands.
Hey,
you wanna show your shirt while I get the giveaway?
Oh yes. Okay, so I'm doing another shirt for Jake because he's gonna go to Comic-Con, and I kind of want Jake. I kind of want you to go show this to Daniel Warren Johnson when you get there. But
okay.
If you guys have been, or, you know, if you're gonna do any sort of line waiting or anything like that. But if you guys, I'll have this posted up soon online too. But if you've seen the DCKO, Daniel Warren Johnson did a drawing of basically Superman suplexing Darkseid, which I thought was absolutely amazing. I mean, how often are you going to see that sort of thing? So let me show you this. I've been working on it. Here we go.
There we go. Everyone do #Vader, my cat's name, and you'll be entered to win a gift card.
That's so cute.
And this is Grayson.
Look at this bad boy. So I'm upgrading. I'm leveling up, guys. I'm using a Cricut. I got a Cricut. My wife has a Cricut, so I use it for the logo on the Superman so that it looks really like clean and professional. And then look at this, Jake. Look at that bad boy. Woo!
Dude, that's rad.
Dude, that's gonna look.
That is gonna look awesome, man. What is that?
That's
the shirt David's making me.
That's the wrestling Superman from
yeah. It looked. Oh, listen, once it's done, this thing is gonna be sick. How have you been?
Good, man. I mean, not as good as I was when I was hanging out with you. Mimi hasn't hit me up, so wait. That well.
I'm the only one she hit up,
bro. She said, "I love your content. Get more views, and I'll take off more clothes."
Oh my god.
I mean, listen, you were also the only one she slapped with a dollar bill, so you know.
Josh, not acrylic marker. It is fabric markers, fabric paints. So yeah,
I think he's saying but if I get wait, Josh, there's a kind of marker that I can get for New York Comic Con that they can sign the shirt and it'll still wash, right? I think that's what he was telling me last time.
Yes, that's what he told us.
You can never wash your clothes again, Jake. Whatever you wear to NYCC, you're staying forever.
Dude, this is our friend Bunkmaster B on Comics. I always like to say he's your favorite comic book YouTuber's favorite comic book YouTuber. But the three of us shared a hotel bed in North Carolina.
I'd like to think we shared a lot more than a bed.
Oh, we definitely did. We share memories now that I can never.
We shared walking down Crime Alley. One of us almost became Batman.
For sure. You two, if one of us died, we would have to consider the other two who left. Or sorry, if one of us lived, the other two would be the parents. So, you know, we were all literally.
We would have been the parents.
Okay, it would have been a Thomas Wayne situation. It would have been like Flashpoint universe.
Yeah,
very true.
Those damn Red Sox.
Oh, I'm so happy right now. My team won. I got my kids to bed, even though one of them's got croup. It's a good night.
Isn't that a song? You go like croup. There it is.
Yeah.
Isn't that a song?
Yeah, you're like Croup, there it is. Upside down and inside out. I'm about to show you fools what it's all about. Now it's time for me to get on the mic and make this tag team party hype. I'm taking it back to the old school because I'm an old fool who's so cool. You want to get down? I'm going to show you the way. Oh, there it is. Oh, there it is.
Here we go.
There it is. We gotta coordinate for it.
Yeah, the delay kind of killed that.
Shouts out to Alex for getting his license.
Hey,
good for you.
Olivia Rodrigo got my driver's license last week.
Oh my!
Just you and Comic Central, man.
Oh my god, that Nick comment. I am sad Bunkmaster Band Comics has not done any more MMPR deluxe edition reviews on his channel.
Listen, man. Listen, I have the newest volume literally in the mail. At least I have a tracking order from PBC. And once I get it, I will be doing that. I'm working on the script now that I will have all of the things for the long-awaited reading order for all of it. I'm about halfway through the script, so it's things are happening.
Noise.
It was a real Diddy party at Hero. Yeah, and Renee was the one handing out all the drinks, so that makes him the Diddy.
He also was handing out all of the lube. He said he had like a lube.
No,
house.
baby oil.
It was baby oil.
Baby oil. That was
baby
it.
oil,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, this is a good question. Right. Top 3 DC and Marvel books on the sale.
Ooh.
I'll pull up the sale while we do this.
I was gonna say I put in my last order with that DC that was going on. So I got to see what's on the current order now.
Can we just look at how sexy the website looks now?
Cool. Of course.
Okay. Massive publisher sale. My favorite off the bat is, you know what? That's not the right sale. I don't think it is. Hold on. Did it get changed? No, that is right then, I guess.
Right,
hold on one second.
Let's take a look at this.
Let me make sure this is the right one.
I mean, right off the bat, you got to put Gotham Central on there.
Yeah, Gotham Central.
That's has to be on that list.
That's not just my favorite DC omnibus. That's my favorite omnibus. So that's a must-have. Scott Snyder Batman, you can't really beat that. I'll be honest, Justice League Dark New 52, not my tempo. Rebirth was a lot better.
I mean, I got to put question number 1 on there.
Okay, yeah, of course.
Yes, you do.
Do you have that shirt I drew for you?
I still have. I don't know what to do with it because I can't wash it. So I wear it and it gets stinky, and then I take it off and I put it back on, and I'm like, I got this conundrum because I can't wash it, but if I wear it out, I get real stinky. But yeah, it's the thumbnail for my most recent video I put up.
Well, you didn't seem to have any problems messing up the other signature you got from Dennis, so you can watch that shirt.
Listen now, I felt like such a fool when I looked down at my hand and like this man you're like rubbing the marker one, but then he's going in and inking it, and he's doing way more than he usually does for the remark because he's going out and he's trying to show David he's a hot shit artist, and
yeah, he is.
He's trying to show that. I felt like such a dummy when I looked at that, and I'm like, no.
I have been very tempted for the question omnis, but there's 2 of them.
I mean, there are, but you can buy those 2 omnis for less than like a lot of the omnis that are coming out right now. Like each of those omnis, especially right now with this sale going on, $50 gets you, so much classic comic content. Like it's. I think that's a no-brainer personally, but it's also my favorite comic run, so it's hard for me.
Once you read that first issue, and you get that big spoiler in that first issue, you can't put the book down. You just got to make it to that big moment in that first issue.
This is true. If you put the book down at page 12, you never find out that Vic dies at the end of issue 1.
Oh, thanks for spoiling it, bro.
Yeah,
you could have at least given a spoiler.
He told me that, and I go, wait, I read the first issue. He doesn't die. And he's like, what? I'm like, I open up my book. I still have my bookmark on page 6 of the first issue.
You didn't even get to that point.
But then I read all of it, and it was amazing.
I'm pretty sure also on page 1, it even says in the blurb, it's like, our character will die at the end of this book. Like that's not meant to be a spoiler. Like they put that out there.
Hold on, at 6:41, Jake, Nick put no, not.
I didn't even know what he. Yeah, so it starts with 6:41.
Yeah, shared a bed, and then so there. Listen, there's a specific rule when guys are sharing beds, whether it be a sports team or a comic convention. You know, you can sleep pole to pole or hole to hole, but you can't sleep pole to hole because that just brings out problems.
See, I imagine that as talking about Lady and the Tramping it, and I was going to be like,
where we have the one noodle.
There might have been an opportunity to Lady and the Tramp it, except Anthony ate that shit himself and did not deliver it.
Oh yeah,
we could have Lady and the Tramped it if DoorDash delivered our food correctly.
Hey, my food got there. I was super happy with it. My vegetarian wings were perfect. Yeah, we ordered the only wings that came from Buffalo Wild Wings.
Only fucking wings were your vegetarian cauliflower things.
We still ate them though; they were delicious.
They really were. They had some nice spice on them.
You should get the question.
Yeah, it's real good. I have up in the court. It's cut off here, but like there's a reason that in the corner of every scene I have my question one. It's my favorite series. It's real good.
I've thought about this. I think anything's possible, but I think the most likely is that they'll jump ahead to Endgame and then get us Last Night on Earth. There's like a lot of arcs that I feel like I don't personally need in the absolute size. Like I don't need Graveyard Shift. I don't need Bloom super heavy. You know what I mean? Like Jim Gordon in the robot bat suit. But it's also Scott Snyder. They might put the whole thing in absolute. That's just be a lot of issues. You know, I mean, how long has Morrison been out and we're finally getting more of it, you know?
Do we need that though? I mean, I will say
get them off the stage.
Yeah, cancel me, man.
We're up to a quarter now.
Well, we're a quarter? Oh shit, we were at 15 cents for a while. Man, I'm making you that money.
I clipped Bunk misgendering Grant Morrison and going, boo, get him off this. He's trying to defend his opinion on Grant Morrison. So he goes, it's not that I hate him. It's not like I'm saying, boo, get him off the stage. But I clipped just the boo, get him off the stage part. And it made like 15 cents.
My favorite thing is all the people being like, that sure is an opinion on Grant Morrison, a bad one, but everyone's just like roasting me for it. And I'm like, you know what? I'm okay with this.
You guys know what docking is?
Yeah, it's when the spaceship goes into the shuttle and then the other spaceship's looking from the other bed.
Right. Okay.
The other spaceship is filming the whole thing.
Yeah, I don't know. Bunk said the red light meant it wasn't recording. Well, let's do this give a card giveaway. We should hashtag docking.
That'll be the second one you give away.
Yeah, we could.
That can only be used on Horny Lot books.
Yeah, dude. Did I tell you, David, about that? How I sold the books you gave me as a gift as the Horny Lot, and someone messaged me and goes, "Hi, is the Horny Lot still available?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he goes, has it been used? And I'm like, nah, man, it's still in the shrink wrap. You're good. Okay. Let's go. No whammies, no docking.
All right, what do we got?
Let's see it. Drum roll. Peter DeLuca.
Congratulations.
You, ironically though, you won a gift card recently. Bunk, have you used it yet?
Not yet, because I got that like days after I put in my big order that I put in for to coincide with the DC sale and then getting the new Power Rangers. So like I got that one right after like I put in this few $100 order. So I was like, all right, you're like that's cool, but like I'm gonna sit on it. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna see what's coming down the pipe because like. If it was something I wanted right at that moment, I would have just ordered it. So, like, I'm taking a second.
Yeah. Nice. Did your Absolute Fourth Worlds come in yet?
Yeah. I got those. I got those a while back.
They're sexy, right? Sexy books.
I love those, man. Because before that, I mean, like, I still love them, but like, this is the way that I was reading that stuff, like on the old quote unquote
Well,
omnibus with like the newsprint and like I love these things, but they're like going from this to then like, oh
yeah, because between
quality.
you and Josh Greathouse, I feel like you're the real Kirby fan.
This is true. That Greathouse guy, he's
Greathouse is his name on Kickstarter was #Stan did nothing wrong. Shouts out Peter DeLuca.
Yeah, Vader looks awesome up there. He really does. He really stands out like with the light of the outside, bro. Nice.
Honestly, I think Vader might just be part of the room now. Like, I'm sorry, Vader, but like you don't get to leave. You don't get to go anywhere else.
Give him some snacks. Oh, what a good boy.
And I'll give it. You can't see Grayson, but here you go, Grayson.
Oh, Grayson.
So this is a fun fact. The month before we got Vader, we were looking at adopting another black kitten, but it didn't work out. And the name we had picked for that black cat was Morpheus. And when we got Vader, we didn't feel like it was right to name him the name we had picked out for the other black cat. So I'm just kind of glad that I don't have I got enough time to Sandman now. I'm glad that we went with Vader instead of Morpheus.
Your cat didn't get canceled?
Yeah.
Or you have to convince people that you're a huge fan of The Matrix?
Yeah, I got Morpheus, Trinity, White Rabbit, you know.
Bro, you know I love Cypher. When he's cutting that steak, man.
Bro,
and he's
I was about to say Cypher.
Ignorance is bliss. Oh, that's my jam right there.
That's Bung's alt name is Cypher did nothing wrong.
I didn't have a steak. You've seen that part where he's cutting that steak and it's like super thick. I didn't have a steak like that till maybe like 2 years ago. Because if you know
live in Texas,
bro. But listen, I'm a Hispanic. You know, for Mexican steaks, it's like the thin meat.
Bistec. Yeah, you get that bistec.
Yeah, the bistec. That's right. So every time I'm like, "Can we get some steaks?" They're like, "Sure." And it was like the thin one. I'm just like, "No, I want
until you met JP and everything's got to be a dino rib that looks like something Fred Flintstone.
Bro, yeah. So
JP, I swear to God, he was like salivating like a cartoon character that saw a pie in a windowsill when he was getting ready to order his dino rib, and then the waitress told him they were out, and he was devastated.
Yeah.
Fun. Any last minute? Oh, I got 2 books to show off in my haul for the week.
Nice.
I got The Devil's Three-Way, the horror DC. Sorry, The Devil's Doorway. The Devil's Doorway.
Can you tell me what that book is about? Like, I saw it and I'm like, horror? Like, what is it actually?
Well, I think there's 2 guys.
Okay. Beware what lurks in these pages. From the darkest cobweb-filled corners of the DC archives come some of the most terrifying tales to ever be told on the mortal plane. Reader, be warned, for these frightful yarns may shock and terrify you. In this horror anthology collection, join a who's who of revered writers and awe-inspiring artists, including Jerry Conway, Marv Wolfman, Lynn Wein, Alex Toth, we know Greathouse likes, Bernie Wrightson, as they present creepy tales such as Diary of a Madman, The Siren of Satan, The Devil's Doorway, originally featured in the anthology titles House of Mystery, House of Secrets, The Witching Hour, and The Unexpected. It's not all doom and gloom, however, for also included are the disturbingly delightful Kane's Game Room shorts by Sergio to tickle your funny bone to death.
Okay. So it's nothing like...
It just looks like vintage horror, bro. Like, this looks like I want to have a pumpkin spice latte and some, like, creepy mood playing and just read some vintage comics, you know?
Okay. So, I mean, for the most part on the the DC stuff, it's very much related to superhero line. So it's more like those kind of one-off stories.
Yeah, those anthology like the ones that you would see in like House of Secrets or House of Mysteries, like.
Okay.
Yeah. I just felt like that's a pumpkin spice latte book if I've ever seen one, you know.
Nice.
And then lastly, I got from friend of the channel, Black Canary Best of the Best.
Nice.
A book that I actually think is pretty underrated. I really like this book. So the whole point of the book is it's the match of the century. Black Canary versus Lady Shiva, who is the best fighter in the DC universe, and Black Canary has to go the distance or not. There's a bunch of twists at the end, and it's just there's no way Black Canary can win the fight, but can she go the distance?
Okay.
Yes. Friend, I would say comic releases. Our friends' comic releases. If you do their Patreon, you can build a whole wish list.
That's cool.
Yeah. Should we do one last gift card giveaway and then call it?
Yeah, sounds good.
Let's get that hashtag docking.
It's okay. We'll do hashtag Vader again, so you don't need to resubmit.
Aw, biscuits.
I can go the distance.
I don't care how far, if I can be strong. I know every mile
Bro,
will be
Danny
worth
DeVito
my
killed it in that
while.
role as the what is it? What's his name on there? I know
Samuel
you know.
Bowles.
Samuel Bowles.
What's
You
Samuel?
went the
Congrats,
distance.
man.
Hell yeah. Why do I
Are we
want to
sure
click
it's not
draw?
bowls? Are we sure
Why do
it's
I wanna-
bowels? I feel like that's bowls.
Bowls. Okay. All right. I'll give you bowls.
Do you think I can click draw again and we just tell JP it was Bunk that did it?
Let's do it. Why not? Why not?
Last one, guys. This is the last one. So send us an email
Hmm.
or comment and we'll get you. Dude, this is actually kind of an embarrassing story. So I have done a few giveaways, right? Sometimes I get a hold of the people. Other times I've commented on them and let them know they've won the giveaway, and I never heard back from them. And I found out what was going on. When they responded asking for my email, YouTube was flagging the comments as spam. So I never go in my hidden comic section because it's just like one person said, can I curse on this stream? Am I allowed to curse?
I think we're a little late for that.
I'll allow it. Go ahead.
I had a comment. I think I sent it in the chat that I'm with David. It goes, "Fuck you, libtard pussy," like things like that, you know. So I never go in that dark little box of my comments that I don't read because I don't need that in my mental health. But I didn't realize that there was like 3 people who had won giveaways, and when they asked for my email, so I had to I had to get back and get a hold of the people. But comment down below that you won and email us, and we'll take care of you. So we'll do one.
Did one of those emails call you like a midget or something like that?
Oh yeah, one said you're half the size of a midget.
Listen, I did go to an indie wrestling event over this past weekend, and I did see Hornswoggle wrestle. And you know what? Anyone who's trying to talk down on little people, I ask you to go out and watch some little people wrestling, and then tell me that's not a compliment, calling someone a little person.
Yeah. And I'll be honest, when I was with Bunk, I did kind of feel like I was half midget because Bunk is the photo of Bunk holding me, and like I just look like an American Girl doll next to Bunk, bro.
I did get some snuggling in while that was happening. Like it looks like I'm just holding you, but like you can't tell. I'm just like snuggling him like he's my own little doll there.
Okay, last giveaway, guys. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies.
Did I say PBC was entered in this?
I put the comment in so that people know exactly what to comment.
Hey, Rafael Cardona, shout out to you.
Heck yeah.
Rafa. Congrats, Rafa.
Quick question again from Richard Fearing. For all 3 of us, what Batman story did you read for the first time and it didn't enjoy it, but read it at a later time and it came around?
I'm just so easy to please. Like I read something and I'm like, wow, that was pretty good. And then, oh, you know what? I do have one.
Shoot.
Oh, by the way,
Dark Knight Strikes
Rafa
Again.
is asking, first time winning, how do I collect?
Send me your address and we'll pull up with a van and then we'll see where it goes.
Do you know the customer support email for PBC? If not, are you in the Brave and the Boys Discord? Just get a hold of us in a way where we can send you a direct message. And whether that's on Instagram with the Brave and the Boys, our Discord, or if you email PBC at info@pbc.com. Yeah, so there's any way that we can message you.
Or
we'll get you.
Next time that David goes live with a PBC whatnot, just hit him up in the stream. Use the code PlayBootyMan. He'll know what's up.
Hey, Booty Man. Love it.
So yeah, mine, Dark Knight Strikes Again. I read it multiple times and hated it, but it wasn't until I did a 3-hour live stream where Taylor Talk Comics made a slideshow and talked to me about all the things I was missing. The other one is Arkham Asylum, A Serious House on a Serious Earth. It wasn't until I read Morrison's script and reread the book that I was able to enjoy it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's email this and we'll take care of you.
I kind of didn't like whenever Punchline was introduced in the newer Batman stories, just because I'm like, oh, it's another knockoff of Harley Quinn. But kind of reading her own stories, like her one-off stories, I was like, okay, I'm gonna give her a chance. Like, she's not, you know how you feel like sometimes Harley Quinn is like crazy, like she's supposed to be like the Deadpool of DC, like she kind of like is actually crazy, but Punchline is not crazy in the sense of like institutional crazy. She's just like, she has issues, but yeah, I gave her a chance because
But you could fix her, right? She's got issues, but you could fix her.
Exactly. Yes, I know that I'll be the one to change.
Look,
her.
Mimi never emailed you back, David, but maybe Punchline will.
Exactly.
She can be your Mimi. And Bunk, do you have a Batman book that you read and then came back and liked it more?
I will say liked it more. I won't say like I loved it, but I got to go with the Morrison run in general.
Okay.
So the first time I read it, I was pulling it in singles and coming off the Judd Winnick run, which I really liked a lot. Not just Under the Hood, but just the whole run in general. Like, I like Winnick. I thought he was doing some cool things, even if Batman was a little mopey. And then Morrison came in super hyped, coming in off of 1 year later. They announced he was going to be on the title writing, and Andy Kubert was going to be drawing, and it was going to be this dream team. And I was like, yes, I'm here for this. And it just didn't hit right for me. And I just like kept going through, and especially the prose issue where it's about Joker's like super states changing, where it's like Joker changes personality, and it's like I think it's called The Death of the Clown. If anyone's read through
the
it,
super sanity stuff.
Yeah. Where it's like there's a few pictures throughout, but it's just like writing. And the first time I read, like, I picked up the issue, I think I like read 2 pages, and I was like, nah, not for me. And it took me until like Black Mask, where I was, or like Black Glove, where I was even like I'm kind of feeling this. I've read that storyline like beginning to end like 3 times at this point, and I've come to peace with like, I'm never gonna love it, but I at least appreciate what Morrison is doing, and that is a lot more than I was doing the first time.
To kind of comment on that, I think the fact that if you read it issue by issue, you're waiting a month, and you kind of lose that's like what's going on with it. But if you read it in a collected edition, you like complete the entire run, you kind of get to see that bigger picture, like with the latest Batman, like I said, like reading just from the Rebirth, all of Batman straight through all the way till like the last event, which was the Absolute Power. Like it really paints a much bigger picture, like even connecting it with like, whenever Batman goes or he's following the Red Hood guy, and then it kind of leads back to the 3 Joker storyline, where that Red Hood jumping into different universes creates the 3 Jokers, and it kind of ties it all back together. It's like, oh, if you would have read it and not known about it, it's like, how is this connected? But having them all collected together, it gives you a broader a broader view of the whole story instead of just issue by issue.
And I think that's a really good point. And I'm wondering if you guys, like, if someone had read those in singles, but was like, hey, I really want to read everything from Rebirth all together from beginning to end in like one collected format, like, where do you guys think would be a place that someone could go to buy those for the best prices with the best shipping and customer service?
You got me there, bro. I have no idea where you would go to get that stuff.
God, shoot.
Yeah.
Well, you can do it at, I mean, it feels weird to call them our sponsor because we work there.
I was going to say, it is literally being streamed on PBC right now. This is just the site, man.
Look, if y'all here, you know about Panel Bound Comics. I think, to my money, the slickest looking site in collected editions with amazing packaging. With reward points, pre-orders, bundles. The bundles are huge. We're making more bundles.
You guys got any bundles to pimp right now?
We had some new bundles, I think. Let's go to the bundle section.
Let's check it out.
Let's see.
Because what's cool is like we're just dudes. So someone was like, "Hey, can you make a bundle for the Jeff Loeb, Tim Sale Absolutes?" And we were like, "Okay." So like, just like if there's a bundle that you want and the books are all in print, just like reach out and we'll make it. So as you can see, can you guys tell? Oh, I'm not sharing my screen. Can you guys tell which picture was taken by me and which picture was taken by Jordan?
Yeah.
Well, one of them has proper backlighting and the other just sort of is there. So
yeah, that was just because JP was like, "Hey, someone wants us to make this bundle for them so they can order it right now."
Hey, how do you get to the wish list? Somebody comment wanted to see how you.
So wish list. You're gonna click this hamburger menu, and then you're gonna go to connect and wish list.
Boom.
It used to be a pop-up. That's also where you can go to rewards and get your reward stuff. I'm not a fan of pop-ups. I feel like I'd rather it just be a place that you go to. So let's go to bundles and see if there's anything new. Sort by
bundle and save right there, man.
Date, new to old. Guess it didn't work. Yeah, so we got these ones were my whales, and now they're all in print again. Saga, you can get those before.
I was going to say that Saga deal is hot right there.
Mm-hmm.
And especially because we've got volume 4 of the hardcover coming out soon. Grab those 3, then grab that when it comes out. You'll be all set to go.
I know that the criminal books are starting to wind down of stock in the deluxe editions, which is crazy because they're going like the trade paperback route before the TV show comes out. What else? I think the Injustice ones are pretty sick too.
I mean, yeah. Invincible. Like, how? Scroll back up real quick on those Invincible. How many of the OHCs are in that? Is that 1 through 4?
1 through 12.
Oh, that's just all of them. Damn.
Did you guys see the controversial news with the compact comics announced by Image today?
Oh yeah, of The Walking Dead and Invincible.
Yeah, so Image announced, which I can brag about this. When we met with the VP of Image, he told us ahead of time that those were coming out. But they always said, so you guys know about the Walking Dead Deluxe editions, right? The recolorings, the coloring. So those are only supposed to be for comic book shops.
Right.
Only
those
sold
are the single issues. They said they'll never be collected.
And the compact comic is the deluxe edition with full color. That's correct. So Kirkman, bro.
Oh, Kirkman lied about coming out with some that. I say this as a Kirkman fan, but man, like when it comes to collected editions, like don't trust what that man has to say. He will find a new way to sell you all the things that you have purchased all the times before, and you'll be happy to buy them.
So if you don't see the hamburger menu, do you see these on the iPad where it says Featured Publishers Connect? Because then you just go here and go to wish list.
Wait, you're not showing it on the yeah.
Okay. So if you don't have the hamburger menu, you should see the nav bar right here, and you'll go to Connect. That's where you can go to gift cards, rewards, wish list, our About Us, community, and Bound Together, our blog that I've been working on. But you go here to wish list. It's just when you scroll down, when it's a smaller window, like on mobile, or if your window, it becomes a hamburger menu.
Yep. And OBY says that they do got it. That works. Also scrolling up a little bit, it looks like Brad Bell had a question about reward points. I believe, and I can't speak to this particular issue, but I believe one of the things with the transition from OPB to PBC is nothing was lost. Account history was there. Rewards, those are still good, correct?
Yeah, so if it's a gift card or it's reward points and you can't figure out how to locate them, just send us an email. Josh, can you send that email again here we go. Right here, email us. If it was a gift card, we can try to reissue it. If it's reward points, we can try to reissue it, but everything, it was a clean rollover, nothing got lost.
Yeah. So just because the name changed, your account is still in good standing.
Yeah. So we'll do whatever we can. But guys, that's gonna call it. I gotta go cook some dinner. Bunk, where can they find you?
You can go ahead and find me at Bunkmaster B on comics, where miraculously for the last few weeks I have actually started to make videos again. Just as soon as I get my new Power Rangers Deluxe, there'll be an overview of that coming out. I've got a reading order for how to read all of Boom Power Rangers coming out. It's only 2 years late, so very timely. But yeah, I'm back to making individual comic content stuff now.
Hell yeah. And David, where can they find your art if they want to see more of that dope art that you're doing?
Dope art. You can find it at david.o.art on Instagram. I'm going to post some more stuff. Once I finish the Superman, that's definitely going on there, and I'll show it to you guys.
Wait, so is that my shirt or is that Jordan's? Because when you sent it to the group chat yesterday, I didn't know if I was allowed to be excited.
Mine, because I'm the foremost lover of wrestling.
Because when Jordan responded that it was his phone background, I think he thought it was his.
I hope
so.
I hope not. I saw that and I'm like, but I have an idea for him that I actually want to try out with the cricket again. But
he wants for you. He wants Alfred dusting a vase.
Oh my gosh! The panel of Bane breaking his neck. Oh my god!
Spoilers, bro.
Oh. I'm sorry.
It's only 3 years late.
I bet it's older than 3 years, to be honest.
Is it really? It's been a while. If you don't know by now, that's on you.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
How many Batman runs since has it been? We're at a new Batman renumbered.
Dude, not even Batman. Like, literally, issue 1 of Tom Taylor Nightwing is like, hey guys, this happened.
Yeah. Another friend of the channel.
Hey.
Yeah. David, are you going to NYCC?
No, I wanted to, and I was about to, but
you don't want to meet Sigourney Weaver?
I had another event already going. I'm going to New Orleans on that same exact weekend. Because if not, I would have flown out with Jake, and we would have really had the Devil's threesome at that point with Jordan.
How many shrimp po' boys you plan on eating through the weekend?
Ooh, I definitely want to go to do I love shrimp po' boys, but I want to get what is it? Or crawdaddy? What is it called? A craw boil.
You can call me crawdaddy.
You doing a boil? You doing etouffee?
A boil. Yeah, I love it when they throw it on the like the plastic, and you're just like, oh.
Yep. You pull off the head, you suck the leg. Yep.
Yeah. And don't go to Café Du Monde. They're overhyped. There's better beignets other places.
They also open super late, though. There's a time and place for Café Du Monde. Beignets are just great in general.
Yes. But if you're gonna try to get beignets from New Orleans, don't go to the commercialized one. You definitely go find one of those hole in the wall places that it's top tier food.
You call me Big Crawdaddy. Y'all are unhinged. This is I feel like people are gonna email in that the FCC is gonna get our live stream canceled because we're not being appropriate. JP can never watch this.
By the way, shout out to Doc Caster, who did have, I think, maybe a contender for comment of the night when you were asking about favorite Batman stories, and responded, for me, it's got to be Batman the Devil's Three-Way.
Bunk, you pull ahead and suck it. Did you see that comment right now?
Suck it. Yep. There's a reason why he says about me.
I wish so bad that we had the Gemini AI where it recaps the meeting that you have, and it sends you the notes of the out of context notes of Jake proposed a Devil's Three-Way. Bunk said to grab it by the head and suck it.
David said what? David explained what docking was. Hey.
Yeah, David explained what docking was.
Does that as a feature now. I think if you like scroll over, it actually gives you an overview, like an AI summary of what the video is. So we'll have to check back and see how accurate it was.
It's gonna get clipped and be like, Jake uses AI for everything. He chat GPTs his scripts.
He chat GPTs his own live videos.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Renee, when are we gonna hang out again, man? You haven't come over in so long.
Renee, you going back to Heroes next year, man? We getting a reunion, all this going on?
I know.
Doc went to Heroes too. Did you guys see that guy? He had the dope Kilowog sketch that he got. Who'd you get that Kilowog from?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, we met Doc? I remember I remember the the head sketch. Like that thing was sweet. And he was like, it was like,
I think that's Doc,
like
right?
Stupidly
Doc,
cheap. It was like the same price as like a Remark, and it was like a full-on head sketch.
Yeah, yeah. Daryl Banks.
Yep.
Yep.
Classic cover artist of Emerald Twilight Hal. Yeah.
Can we get that same one, but it's just David holding a bunch of beignets?
But not from Cafe du Monde.
No.
Okay, hold on. I pledged enough on Josh's Stan Lee Did Nothing Wrong Kickstarter to where I get a remark or a sketch or something. I want the three of us in a Devil's three-way.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Well, that has to happen now.
Yeah. Bye, everybody.
All right. Have a good night.
We're getting fired, aren't we?
Yeah.